What it do, world? This your boy Youngin.
This is Queen.
Big B.
And this is Subject to Opinion, your favorite sports and entertainment podcast.
What up, people? Again, it seems like, man, our last 3 episodes we had to start off with a moment of silence, man.
Yeah.
This time, it's your boy, Mac Miller, the rapper, the independent rapper. If you ain't in the underground rap, you ain't gonna really know who Mac Miller is. But he had like an MTV or VH1 reality show for a minute. You know what I'm saying? He was like really the next Eminem. You know how there were so many next Michael Jordans. He was the first next Eminem, but he stayed independent. Got into it with a relationship with Ariana Grande. Yeah, and he passed from an overdose.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
An overdose. Yeah, I've seen some reports that have the autopsy, so we'll have to check that out. But as we do always when someone loses their life, let's give them a moment of silence, everybody. All right, listen. But look, I wanted to start today, though, right? Yeah, before we started, y'all was having a conversation about the business tools on social media, which one's the best business tool, and I feel like we needed to talk about that on the show.
I agree.
Yeah. Just in case y'all want to know who that is in the background, that's our intern engineer.
Intern swag.
Uno.
It's your boy One, aka Uno. Y'all might not know me, but today y'all gonna get to know me.
Facts.
And let's go. Wait, first of all, follow me on Instagram, B1_Uno. That's UNO. You already know. And we gonna go. Let's go.
Nobody told him to do that, people.
Wow.
But,
By the way,
gotta grind.
That's
You hear
not
me?
his first time plugging himself. Sheesh.
So y'all was saying some interesting stuff. Break that back down to me because I'm not well-rounded on the social media platform as far as trying to push businesses. Even though I have a podcast that I'm trying to push on YouTube currently that I'm speaking into a microphone on. Okay.
So what exactly are you asking?
No, y'all was saying like Instagram is the best tool for a business.
I mean, some people might think Twitter or Facebook is better, but me personally, I think Instagram is a better tool. I think Instagram help you. It just gets your posts and things out to your business, out to a whole different market of people. And don't get me wrong, Facebook has the same type of tool, but I've even used the tool, but I see better results with using Instagram than using a Facebook ad. A Facebook ad is I don't think a Facebook ad is good. I think Instagram promotion might be cool if working on a YouTube channel. I think doing AdSense might be okay, but I don't think anyone should really pay for views on YouTube. I think that's if that's your business, you need to build that from the ground up because that's the best way.
But if you hold on, whoa, wait a minute, you can pay for views on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can pay for views on every any social media site that's out here. You can pay for views on. You can pay for traffic on anything. Spotify, Apple, Facebook,
SoundCloud,
anything. SoundCloud, anything.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I have to agree too because I have actually paid for an ad on Facebook, but the ad did better. Like when you pay for the ad on Facebook, you can select to also push it on Instagram,
Right.
And I always get way more responses from Instagram than I do from Facebook. So that's absolutely true.
But
that you have no clue who they are.
But what is the difference though? Like if I have an Instagram page and I have a Facebook page, if I see your post or whatnot on Facebook and I see it on Instagram, I'm more likely to like it or react to it on Instagram and not Facebook?
Not necessarily. It's Facebook is more of a personal tool. Facebook, you add your friends, your family. You might add some who's and whatever, but on Instagram,
whatever. Okay.
But on Instagram, it's way more focused on following people who aren't necessarily in your circle because you want to see what other people are doing. Right. That's why it's pictures. You can't put anything on Instagram without a picture or a video or anything attached to it.
Right.
True.
This is true.
True.
You know what I mean? So it just reaches a wider audience.
But with what's the other one you were
Plus
talking about?
Instagram, I mean, comparing Facebook to Instagram, which Instagram is owned by Facebook, but Instagram is it lets you add more people. Like, I mean, you can get 1 million, 2 million, 20 million followers on Instagram versus 5,000 on Facebook. Period. Sorry.
Well, I was just a little curious about it, but since you did bring up followers, we can talk about two people who have a lot of followers on all of these platforms, and that be Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Ding ding.
Okay, it got real.
Yes.
It got real. But didn't Cardi say, like, on an interview or something, like, that she was gonna get at people after she dropped her baby? And
She did say that before.
And she's also said that when it comes to hip hop, anything goes, including babies. So
But-
she has said that. So if,
Cardi actually she made a comment about somebody, baby, once before. So for her to be upset about Nicki making a comment about her baby is something too. But at the same time, I understand if Nicki said something about your baby, you should whoop her ass. That's pretty point blank. But I heard that it was Nicki liked a post where somebody was talking about her baby.
right.
Now
That's
you
what
can't
she
tell
was saying.
me I can't like a post. That's just.
So who
just me.
baby did Cardi B talk about?
I'm not even exactly sure.
Yeah.
That's a rumor. I'll say
now,
allegedly.
I've seen
You know what I'm
Instagram.
saying?
I've seen Instagram posts from like way back when. Cardi was just being reckless against people. You know what I mean? And I don't know how she let that get to her, especially when you in hip hop. Like,
I mean, you still human.
Well, it depends on what was said,
Yeah,
though.
you still human at the end of the day, and you still from the Bronx, baby. You know what I'm saying? So
And she gonna change because I'm sure she made those comments before she was pregnant, before she had a child.
right.
So now that she has a child, she has a deeper understanding of.
If she made those comments.
But
But I don't know what comments she made because I didn't hear that rumor.
But according to
let me see. Let me work real quick.
according to Nicki
See,
Minaj, she said on Queen Radio that she didn't say anything about her child. She would not say anything about anyone's child.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
she didn't say that she said anything. She said she liked a
Something
post.
that was said about her.
So
I think the post was more so geared at Cardi B not being a great parent. You know what I mean? And it was something that Nicki Minaj supposedly liked. But, I don't know.
So, but on a lighter, on a higher note of the situation, I love Nicki Minaj, man. I really love Nicki Minaj, like with a passion. Like she beautiful.
I don't understand.
She beautiful.
What do you
She
love
talented.
About, what do you love about Nicki Minaj?
Just let me finish my statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Nicki Minaj, but what she has done as of late, far as with all these other females in the game, it's kind of starting to make her look bad. It's making me not look at her in like an icon, because she was icon status to me. At least gaining that type of momentum. So for her to be blackballing or making other women to where their career can't be as prosperous or successful because they might be right beside her or even higher than her, I find that to be fucked up. But everybody wants that number one spot. We from St. Louis. We from the number one city where you got artists who made it to the top and didn't look back to pull people up. So with that being said, I feel like I'm not knocking her because I understand how it is in that game. You get it, it's even harder to keep it.
Right.
But come on now, man. Like, don't.
The thing is,
And they both hard.
it ain't new though. As far as how she operates within the industry, isn't new. So it's just coming to light.
Yeah.
You know.
That's obvious.
Yeah,
And you
you know
got
what I'm saying?
K. Michelle coming out.
Right, but
saying,
but see the thing, nobody cared about when Lil Mama would have said something like this, or
True.
anybody, or Lil Kim, or anybody.
Said
of that
something like
nature.
what?
Her trying to stop their bags behind the scenes, telling
Yeah,
other artists she won't work with them if they work with her.
She won't come to award shows and do shows with this person there. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. Jay-Z and Beyonce did the same thing when Chris Brown had this situation with Rihanna.
Right.
They was blackballing
Right.
him for a moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
But in all fairness, even though I don't think
There
you
was
ever
a
should
cause
do
behind
that,
that.
right? Exactly. It was a cause behind it. It wasn't selfishness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
So even that had a positive spin on it per se if they wanted to. With her, she just did it because she wanted to be number one and stay number one.
And there be no other.
No, she didn't want anybody at number 3. If number 3's too close. You feel me?
Yeah,
like, it is what it is.
She a young Nelly.
But like, you know, every time I bring this up, I always got to give my girl love because yet again, none of this would be possible without the dome shot. You know, some people take dome shots and just get paralyzed, right? They don't die. That was the dome. Sheetha was the dome shot, and she couldn't focus on her because the record of the fucking year, probably the biggest record in the last 5 years, was coming out from Cardi. But this girl is the one that hit you with the dome shot. So now you screwed because now you can't go behind the scenes because you're dealing with a person that's connected to a lot of people behind the scenes. And and now on the music side, ain't either one of y'all got the best song out.
It's right. But Nicki, and then it's like she get this little motherfucking troll ass nigga 6ix9ine because I can't stand this nigga. He just look like a little girl. But like now you co-signing for Nicki when bruh, that's not something you should be in the middle of. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Do your thing.
Lady, he done been made out to be a fool and everything.
But he has an issue.
Do that. That's all I'm saying.
He has an issue with Cardi because that's the hottest rapper in New York, and he wants to be the hottest rapper in New York so bad. But at the end of the day,
you're not.
She's the one.
That makes sense.
Right. Check they numbers. Check they.
See numbers.
They cost.
I ain't gonna say numbers don't lie because at the end of the day, somebody I can't remember who that was. No, it was Ebro. That nigga said it though. Numbers they don't lie, but at the end of the day, numbers don't mean equal quality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't because this nigga is trash. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can tell me suck your dick all that 6ix9ine if you hear this, but just know that nigga, I come see you, nigga. But anyway,
what is going on with my podcast?
On the real note though, I really think I think 6ix9ine is. He got a crazy opportunity right now to just, you know, excel in life and be successful. So he should not be in between.
You know what? I've seen so many 6ix9ines in different aspects. Whether you just want to, back in the day they were just called one-hit wonders. The thing is, it's so much money to be made in music that a one-hit wonder can make.
He's definitely a
one hit, and everything else sound like that hit. And it'll just gimmick itself as far as views, and so if it's gimmicking itself in views, he's getting the same money. Even though he's just making tweaks to every song.
He's a Soulja Boy.
I mean, at least Soulja Boy came up with actual dance. I mean, he was rapping
about
a whole dance.
And Soulja music at first was actually pretty decent, and for his age, genre and shit, it was decent. Don't get me wrong, I ain't saying it was dope music or no shit like that, but Soulja shit, well, it was like bubblegum as fuck, but it was decent, man. Motherfuckers was straight dancing to, like, this shit, like, go and get the Billy, nigga, with my Philly.
But niggas like it.
Who?
I like that song.
Listen, let me explain the way.
I know.
You know, I always think about this.
How, man?
Him.
The beat was hard. The beat hard.
The beat was hard on that song. And then it was the way he came on it. Like nobody else has made or have a song out like that at this point. So I thought it was creative. It's just a lot of energy.
But like I said,
that's what it is. It's a void. The last rapper that rapped with that much energy was DMX.
DMX. Mm-hmm.
It's a type of rap that there is an audience for because of DMX. That's why. Yeah, he was. I mean, you always gonna have those who can rap with the style and those that just have the style.
They're just in
right. Like even what's the dude from Chicago?
Twister.
No, he young. No, he just got his hit. No, not them.
Vic Mensa.
No.
Goddamn, nigga.
He from the streets.
What?
All of those people
from the streets.
I guess them niggas
from the streets.
I didn't know Vic Mensa was from the streets. I know about Dirk Herbo. What is this child's name? No,
Chief Keef, motherfucker?
No, he tall with dreads. If you want to slide, then slide then.
I don't know who that is.
Y'all had to hear this song.
I have not heard that song.
Really? The mug got like 20 million views on YouTube.
Who him is?
Congratulations.
Are they all from you?
Congratulations.
No.
He probably been clicking. Like 20 million views. He knows lyrics and everything. Like what?
Ain't none of us ever heard those
confused.
lyrics. Man. Where the balls come from?
His name is FBG Duck.
Yeah, we don't know.
Nah, I
that.
don't know.
Not
Who the fuck
familiar.
he
But
is.
it's
With a
the-
name
it's
like
the,
FBG Duck, yeah.
it's
we
the
don't know.
but it got him a deal.
You don't have to show
It's
his
the
name.
same. It's the academic know who he is. I bet.
Who the man?
Listen,
Bruh.
but look, wait, hold on, wait.
I fuck with that.
Listen,
I fuck with that.
it's the same type of
Get out.
energy, and that's what it is.
Yeah, why I haven't heard that song.
There's a type of rap that's just energy, and as long as you can get that energy, you can sell rap. Just like you can mumble. How is somebody selling mumble rap? Because there's people out here that want to hear you just ride the beat rather than trying to put words over them. True.
Stupid.
That's just what that is.
But back to Nicki and Cardi, I want to go on record with you guys. Who had the best album?
Cardi.
Cardi.
Now,
Cardi
and
had-
watch this.
Okay, I thought Uno was gonna say Nicki.
Do you think I cared for Cardi's album?
Not really, no.
Exactly.
What you mean?
But Cardi
I didn't
had
li-
a better.
I didn't like
album.
Cardi's album,
But did you think?
but
I
I,
love
think
Cardi.
it's better than
the
Nicki's.
Nicki's? I do as well.
Yeah,
I do as well.
it's better.
Cardi had a good album.
Cardi had a great
Okay,
fucking
she
album.
had a good
Don't
album.
get me wrong, she might have had ghostwriters or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So they say.
So do they, all of them.
And I feel like she did her part by making sure the motherfuckers came out right.
Look,
So,
Youngin,
Her album was right.
Youngin brought to me. Y'all done made me forget my thought. Then, what did you ask me earlier about Nicki and Cardi? I'm just losing all train of thought today.
That's because Uno, he got you off. You
He
know, he
throwing me
cussing
off.
and everything.
Oh, ain't no cussing like that, so I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. What is? I can't. Dang, you said something earlier about Nicki and Cardi that I thought was. I can't think of what it is. So we gonna move on from that talk until we come back. Until we come back to it, it'll pop back in my head at some point.
Right now we
But
gotta pay some bills.
I just think, man.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, see, okay.
What was it?
I said, do you think it was a good idea that Nicki released Barbie Dreams as a single?
Right, okay, yeah, that's what it was. And I think that speaks volume to the album because that's not your
The type of
traditional
song.
single for Nicki Minaj. But she didn't have any other choice because that's the one that people like the most. They didn't have time to put something out there and shove it down your throat and make you like it and make these numbers start popping up out the sky like, oh, you got these many views and you numbers whatever.
So she never officially got the #1 spot
No.
And then she went ballistic about not having it.
because she
Oh,
felt-
who
she
sells merch that doesn't even go
Hey,
with the album?
who
Like,
resells-
why are you mad at this man
who
because he
resell-
thought of an idea that you didn't?
Who resells a dead rapper song?
I mean,
Because that's what you did.
yeah,
Right.
but nobody's
Look,
talking about
I
that.
say like on far as them making his album #1, if it was solely off of merch sales, not well, I'm saying these merch sales were without album purchase, I feel like that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Listen, let me
That's
ask you
crazy.
this. I'm gonna ask y'all this. Do you think somebody that would not have bought the CD went and bought the merch?
They saying that they did though. They say
That's
people
what
bought
she
the
was
merch
saying.
And
She
didn't
was
buy a CD.
exactly. She was like
No,
that.
but the CD came
merch
with
was
the
counted
purchase.
no, she was saying that the merch was counted as a sale
Period.
without the CD.
Without the CD.
I thought the idea was that you buy the merch
To
and
get
you
the
get a coupon
right for the CD.
That's not how Nicki made it sound.
No. That's,
Listen, he ain't the first person to sell merch. That's how merch is
right.
sold.
But I've never
agree.
heard of merch being sold and added
Without
to
the
your fucking
product.
sound scan.
Right.
How?
You can't.
Merch being added to your sound
That's
scan.
The
No.
only way to do it is if
If you giving a CD out with each whatever you selling,
I feel
that's
So-
how they're counting
But
it.
see, that's
She made
that's
it
bogus.
seem. I mean, according to how she said it, she
I find
made
that
it
to be
like.
bogus.
I don't because them same people were they were going to buy the CD anyway, and the merch is going to cost the same amount, if not more,
Okay.
than the CD.
Look, I will say this: if that's how it was done, if it was done where you got an actual CD with it, then okay. But if this was just merch being sold, you just bought a pair of motherfucking Travis Scott socks, nigga, and you got
Like,
Right, I know, I'm with you, but
like
then
she
I'm
made
telling
it
you,
like they
that's
were
not how it
marketing the
was.
merch.
No,
And then if you come and buy the merch, that counted as an album sale.
No.
That's why I was confused.
You got a
about it. I was
CD
like,
or a
hold on,
coupon or
what?
something to get the CD or a coupon to download the CD on iTunes or Apple or something.
Then that counts as a
Yeah,
sale.
they just didn't give out merch.
Okay.
No, nobody ever just give out merch. That ain't
Well,
ever happened
they
in the
sold
history
it.
of merch and CD selling.
I know they ain't just giving out merch.
No.
They
The-
sold the
it-
merch.
They
It's-
sold the merch.
Right.
They didn't sell a CD. Is what
No,
I'm saying.
they don't do that. That's what I'm saying. They don't.
They don't do that.
But they did. That's what you
They don't do
said.
that.
No, I'm telling
Like-
you that they sold the merch.
The merch, and you got the CD for free.
Right. So they gave you more motivation to come and get the CD because A, you are probably a person that wanted to go get the CD anyway. To even care enough about Travis Scott merch.
Right.
B, because you're going to spend that amount of money anyway on the CD. Now you're like, hey, I can give me some merch. I was going to
And
spend
so-
$30 anyway.
But to me, it seems if people might have bought the merch and the CD, and it was counted as two. Period.
No.
That's what it seems to me. People got the merch and the CD, and it was counted as two sales.
I don't believe
think
Nicki
he did.
deserved the #1 spot.
I don't
anyway.
either. Like I said, I don't.
I
think
haven't
the
even
album was
heard
number
Travis
one.
Scott's album, but
I didn't have
Nicki Minaj album was trash.
Travis Scott, out of the 10, we do our scale of 10, I would give Travis Scott like a 7. Because it really takes you on like
Facts.
a roller coaster, and it's really well thought out in the fact that like he mixes beats, like how he does on Sicko Mode. It's like through the whole CD for the most part. And it's his music, his style, all of that. Mr. Auto-Tune Man, as Nicki Minaj called him. But I give it about a
Well,
about
somebody
a
had
7.
made a good point though, because they was like how Nicki said she would never talk about somebody's child, but then I guess somebody felt like she was talking about Stormy, which is Kylie's daughter by Travis Scott.
She did make some slick ass little comment about how they put out the cover of something.
They use the baby
Yeah.
on top of to get them to go. It's all is the baby, the merch, it's
Why you
everything
even
but the
speaking on
music.
they baby?
Right.
It's everything but the music.
And
Like-
then they supposed to be cool.
It's like it's with her. It's your titties. It's your ass. It's everything but the music.
Right.
Like nobody's going to buy your music just because of the music.
Yeah,
Facts.
it says every purchase came with pre-sale access to concert tickets and a download of Astro World.
You hear that?
Uh,
Every merch sold came with the CD.
at a concert ticket.
So they made it to where I don't know, bro. That
It's
shit
a-
sound crazy.
It don't.
They didn't just give you
it's
no.
a
It sounds like
Astro
somebody
World
was
and
smart.
concert tickets.
Now, real quick.
Somebody was very smart.
Real quick.
Somebody was very
It's
smart.
5. Look, it's 5 people in here, right?
Oh, meaning that they could get it on pre-sale.
They could get the
Early.
concert tickets before they went on sale.
Okay,
And a copy of that.
but they got the no. It sounded like they saying they got the album,
They
a
got
free
the album.
download of the album.
Yeah.
Period.
Y'all missing the whole point though.
No, I understand the point that you're making.
Now that we know that, who in here would buy the Travis Scott CD or go buy do that deal?
I go do the deal.
I would definitely do that deal, but I mean,
I would do that deal for someone else.
Right.
I mean,
I'm not going to see Travis Scott,
yeah, I'm
I
not
already
going to see
did
it.
bootleg the album.
but you're not really going to see Travis Scott.
so
Well, he
it's
has
only
real-life
meant-
fans.
It's only meant to push people who are close to the edge, who maybe lackadaisical on going to buy the album or whatever, or get the download, which counts as an album sale, even for Nicki Minaj, to go get it. That's it. Because they're going to spend this money anyway.
Nicki Minaj is just a boo
Anyway.
crybaby.
If they would be think about all of what they just said. How much did that little package cost? Because it wasn't $22.99. I bet you that much. So you telling me these people went and spent probably 4 times the cost of the CD, but they won't go buy the CD?
No, I ain't saying that.
all right, well, moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Man, we just got caught up in
Facts.
that. I forgot what we were supposed to be going into. Jesus.
Subject to opinion, the
Tonight
extended version.
is off the chain.
24 minutes.
All because of one guy. This one dude messes up the flow of everything.
Hey, how long do y'all
Oh.
show usually be? 30 minutes?
No, we try to hit like in between
45.
45 hour.
Well, y'all on point.
But
What
look.
topic check it?
one thing I wanted to get into, I didn't get the gist of this, but it sounds like it's a big deal now. The whole Serena Williams situation.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
What was going on
I
with
was
that?
so
She said, "I
mad.
am not a cheater. I fight
So-
for my daughter and teach her something."
Okay.
something."
What
So
your
the
daughter
problem
got to do
was-
with you cheating, Serena.
The
I didn't-
problem was
But I understand, baby. I'm
No.
on her team. It's
the
team.
problem was that she had went to the sideline. They were trying to say that she was being coached on the sideline, which
She
is
did-
illegal. You
she didn't
cannot
go-
get coached on the
She
sideline
didn't go to the sideline. She was
Or
being signaled
from the sideline. Right. So they were saying that she was getting coaching from the sideline. You know how you said in youth football, you can't yell to them and say,
Right, doing the play. Right.
yeah,
Right.
it's the same thing in tennis. You cannot get coaching from the sideline. So the referee was trying to say that she did, which basically means that she penalized. Right, she cheating
Right.
on the game. So she was saying, like, I know you don't know me. This might be your first time, but I'm not a cheater. This is not what I do. I'd rather lose than to cheat. I've never cheated. But then it turned into her actually being fined
Right. $14,000.
$17,000
Okay.
because
Because
she spoke her. She defended herself. She let them know, like, I don't appreciate that. Like, that's wrong. For somebody to assume that I'm Serena Williams. Why would I need coaching on the sideline and I'm playing a 20-year-old girl? This is her first time ever in a major event. Like, why would I need to cheat this little girl out of her win? You know what I mean? So I felt her on that. It's like, what are y'all doing? But it goes back to what she said. I'm a woman in the tennis industry trying to make a way. Me and my sister, they've been the only black
Forever.
people in tennis forever. She's playing
couple of-
against another minority who's 20 years old. They want to give this young girl the opportunity to say that she beat Serena Williams. Why wouldn't they?
That's crazy. I just know I seen
Yeah, that's fuck. No, you messed up.
Kelly Rowland, and she was on some, black women staying together. She was talking about Nicki and Cardi, but saying, like, this isn't the time for that, being the fact that Serena's trying to stand up for what she's trying
And
to
she
stand
always
up for
has.
right now.
Yeah.
I was just
Serena
like,
always
I didn't
has.
know that it was that deep.
Oh,
That's tennis,
it's deep.
man.
It's deep. That's a male
Tennis.
dominated sport. It's like a
It's
woman.
a Caucasian dominated sport.
Yeah, and male.
First
So
and
this a
foremost.
double entendre. Like she been fighting this fight, and now it's just starting to be more prevalent because there are new people coming into the, to the
Right.
fold. So they want to boot her out. Like she keep winning. No, you're not gonna be the face of the greatest athlete in the world. No, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna keep being that. I agree with her.
I do too.
She took that 17,000. That ain't nothing.
I don't
Tell
know.
her
That's
how-
like penny
that's
check.
like Jay-Z
That's like
Look.
$17.
She had that back in the
It
locker
wasn't.
room.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like, who
even-
I get this to?
She won. She won.
She
Listen, she won 50 times that.
Right. More than
50. Shit, she can win.
5,000
Right.
times
For real.
that on just that game. So she wasn't concerned about that. It was about the fact that they was trying to play her.
Right.
They tried to play her.
That's crazy. There's always that moment where they try to remind you of who you are.
And then at the end of the day, even when she lost, she still congratulated the girl.
Right.
She still consoled her. She still told them,
Her
like, look,
issue-
I don't want to answer your questions.
Her issue
She
was
just
with
won.
With her.
Right.
Her issue was with
The
What
ref.
they tried to do to her.
You know what I'm saying? And the ref even she was like, I think she told him to apologize to her. I don't think he ever even apologized. No, he's one of them white guys like, fuck you, you black.
Shout out
You know what I'm saying? For real.
For real. That's really what it was.
Black woman
Like
power.
to even to be like
They want to break her down.
to even be like, I apologize
She
for
out
the
there.
misunderstanding.
Yeah.
I really do think I thought that's what it was. I think that's what it was. Stand your ground,
Right.
but do apologize.
But with
for
Serena
the
Williams, you
offender.
got to be sure. That's Serena Williams. She
Yeah.
ain't no Rudy Poo just jumped in the game. This
Yeah.
girl know better than to
Yeah.
cheat on the sideline and
Yeah.
then she play. She ain't even playing an opponent that's
Right. Worth her
like
trying
she
to
ain't
pull
even
tactics like that.
Right,
out.
and I
Right.
don't mean to say that in like a negative
Right, but
way, but it's
young
like
lady-
this is a
the
little
young
bitty
lady ran
girl.
away.
Like this girl been in the game 20 years.
Right.
That girl was 20 years old. She had no reason to try to cheat her.
That's crazy. We're going to have to look
But that's
more
how
into
they
that and see
do.
how they end up paying that out. Because that's crazy. So this, I don't even want to get into it.
She had the baby, and she left the game for a while.
Right.
They did not want her to come back.
Right.
They're tired of her dominating their sport. This is not our sport. This is their sport. They was tired of Serena
That's
dominating their sport. They thought she was gone when she had that baby. She came right back on them, back to the major title.
right. Like it was nothing.
Like it was
Back
nothing.
for the first time.
They just tried
That's
every
crazy.
time.
Oh, you know what I wanted to bring up? Because fans and listeners, you guys will learn that I like to point out points that I like to make myself, seem right. Right?
Which is not very
So
often.
remember how I said NFL players, the reason that they don't make any money is because they can't stick together.
Yeah. Yes.
The Colin Kaepernick situation kind of shows you that. But
I bet you the motherfuckers mad
But
now.
look, Le'Veon Bell, he's a current player in the NFL. Plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Le'Veon Bell is set to make like $14 million this year. Something
This
like
year?
that. This year. But Le'Veon Bell says, no, I'm not playing for that. Because you use me 60, 70, 80, 90% of the time. And within that time, you're cutting off, with that amount of usage, you're shortening my career. Right? So instead of me being able to play 7 years, I might only be able to play 4 years after this contract end and all of that. So I want to get paid now. Especially with what's going on with after football players retire and having all these brain issues and things like that. So he's holding out. He didn't play in week 1, and the week 1 check was $850,000. He left on the table. Didn't play, don't get paid, right? But his teammates, the guys that blocked for him, they are in the news making all type of statements about the guy. Like, he could come back in week 10 and make more money than me. Fuck him. Well, this is a situation where he
my
clearly
God.
only cares about. You know what? I want to read some of these verbatim.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Yeah, they
and
was-
my God.
I hate to
They
say
was
this.
clowning.
And these are Pittsburgh Steelers players.
The linemen, the people who
Yes.
block for him, right?
Please read.
And
these
I hate
quotes.
that I have to read some of them because some
These
of them are
statements.
from Mike Pouncey,
Read them.
Who
Read them.
is
Read them
that
and say
one?
their names before.
went
You
to Florida.
say their names and read them out, please.
You should have let me say it.
This is one from Mike Pouncey. We just finally accept things at some point, and you're like, all right, if you don't want to be here, it's what it is. Hold out for 10 weeks. All right, that's one. Here go another one. Mike Pouncey is clearly done with Le'Veon Bell. Ashton says he much prefer Bell just say he's going to show up, even if it's week 10. Why play hide and seek? Why let your agent say this? Jump, man, and tell
Oh
us
my
what you're
God.
going to do. Another one says, hold on, just sit out the whole year then. Now that one is from the tackle, the DeCastro. Let me see. You got another one. Raymond Foster says, turning down nearly $1 million a week not to be here. In the ultimate team sport, we've created a league of individuals. That one is
Wow.
crazy because what about Colin? Okay.
Like what?
Raymond Foster, nobody is taking this well at all. The guys come, hold on. That guy comes in half the season and he still will make more than me, so fuck it, right? These are comments, right? He's making 7 times what I make, twice as much as Al Villanueva is making, and we're the guys who do it for him. This is why the NFL owners can keep Colin Kaepernick out the NFL, because the players are dumb as fuck.
They are.
They stupid as
Probably because they've
shit.
been playing football all their life.
They dumb. Like, they missed the whole point of you. This man is speaking of, this man said this is the, what he say?
It's an individual sport.
The ultimate team sport. Why does Colin Kaepernick not have a job if it's the ultimate team sport?
And he's clearly better than other quarterbacks that they got in the league today.
He better than Nate starting quarterback. At this point in his career, you'd rather have Colin Kaepernick than Ben Roethlisberger right now.
Fact.
Like, what are you talking about?
I haven't watched football. I
Like, I
couldn't
don't-
tell you nothing about what's going on.
There's definitely an
In
NFL
football.
boycott in my house.
Man, it's just like, I just wish that these players would just understand how much power they have. And it's crazy that it's so many of them.
Because like if you don't play, then who gets paid? Nobody
That
gets
needs
paid.
to be the first thing they need to be speaking on, and the only thing they need to speak on is getting more money. That's all
See,
y'all need to
but
be
see,
talking
They
about.
scared, man. They scared. They like, why you think slaves were slaves for 400 years? Let me make this statement. I ain't Kanye West either. But why you think slaves were slaves for 400 years? They were scared.
I agree.
They didn't try to manipulate and get away from the situation.
Some of them, like you said, bro, like they dumb. Some of them are dumb, bro.
They
Like
like scared.
they-
You see $1 million check, $500,000.
what are they
$2
gonna
million
do after that?
check.
You know, that's what a lot of them think. A lot of them think they can't get jobs after that. 'Cause
well,
they
the first
too,
thing that they should be
you know
doing
what
is
I'm saying,
having a
messed
backup
up.
plan.
a lot of them
Because
don't.
in football, you get hurt and you can't play no more, and then you don't get paid. It's not like baseball and basketball where somebody get hurt on the first game and then they still getting paid for the entire year.
Unless you
Like, you stupid for going in there and not having no, we talked about that already.
Yeah.
Guaranteed money
don't
ain't
mean
guaranteed money.
in the NFL.
They going out
still
there
gotta
looking
perform.
stupid.
Go listen to the last episode, Uno. Catch you up.
still gotta perform.
Yeah.
So you saying
Listen,
like,
Some of them
you
have
saying this-
stipulations.
So this deal that Odell Beckham just signed.
He got. I think they said he got a $20 million signing bonus.
That's what made us talk about it, actually.
That might be the closest thing that they get to a guaranteed money is the signing bonus, and even in a lot of those cases, there are stipulations to that.
Meaning, like, they're for sure going
Like
to get it.
in the NBA, right?
Regardless.
There's stipulations. I'm not gonna act like there's not stipulations, but it's like you got to get hurt doing a non-basketball activity.
To not get paid.
Right, you gotta like be out of shape. Like that'll cause you to lose your NBA money or whatever. But with the NFL, it's always a stipulation. Like that money, that man probably got to put up certain stats to get that money. So if he gets hurt, if he misses a week, automatically you know he's not getting every penny he should get. Every time
Or
he
that
misses
they
a
said
week,
was guaranteed.
right? Every time he miss a game, he missing money. He losing money. Period. That's why they put they put the word fully in front of guaranteed. It ain't no word that you can put in front of guaranteed that's gonna make guaranteed bigger than guaranteed.
Right. Guaranteed is the full.
It's guaranteed.
Right, like the fuck? Like it's guaranteed. But
Like if Amazon say it's guaranteed you're going to get your package on Friday, you're going to get that package on Friday.
right.
You gonna fully get it on Friday.
That's crazy. So it's just like
It's
I just
fully
wanted
guaranteed.
I wanted to bring that up because it's just NFL players just hurt my soul for some reason with this thought process.
If that's your only revenue stream, of course you cautious about what you going to do.
Right.
Because you don't want it to become an issue where now you can't take care of your family trying to help somebody else out. But at the end of the day, Colin Kaepernick did it.
They gotta make
And he figured out a way to do something different.
a sacrifice to
It's a
for
sacrifice,
them to
and
get
you
more
gotta
money.
figure it out.
They have to.
They out there getting killed for pennies.
Yeah,
I
pretty
mean,
much.
compared to other sports.
People are flying private jets on you. Meanwhile, when you get done, you can't even remember your name.
Right.
Right.
But since we on sports, let me gas you you Cardinal fans up. You know,
Hopefully they
baseball season.
They got the wild card.
Baseball season is winding down, and the Cardinals are in the wild card race. It does look like they are 2 games ahead of the Dodgers for the second wild card spot. So if the playoffs started today, the Cardinals would be in the playoffs. So congratulations.
Whoop whoop.
Not getting that from me.
Yeah,
Whoop whoop.
Baseball.
and I just want to remind you,
Holla at me in October.
That the Braves what?
are in the playoffs as well.
Okay.
Let's rock.
Who rock with
For the
Braves?
first time in 10 years.
We here now. Okay, that's all that matters.
They old news.
Still in love with the Braves?
Thank you. Yes.
That was
It's
old.
Big B.
No.
That was old.
No.
Okay.
Ain't no still in love. I stay in love.
I heard that.
Oh my God.
You hear me? Love not a fighter,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? So it's all good. And it looked like, actually, and it's crazy because for us to be reporting on it. I really should have checked it. It looked like the season might have ended or about to end, but as of right now, they in the playoffs by 2 games. Well, we finna get on now. We finna get on that kamikaze.
Yo,
Eminem dropped another studio album,
my dude.
and leave it up to me. He brought that heat.
That's my number one on my list. That's my number one right there.
Okay, we're not gonna get into that conversation. Don't do that again.
Yeah, no. No, he gets it.
What?
Hey, Marshall, if you ever hear this,
No.
Hi,
Big
kids.
up.
Open your eyelids. Let me see some, so you can do it just like I did.
So, I mean, if I had to rate Kamikaze, I would give Kamikaze like a 9.
Great album.
And okay, why would you give it a 9?
I would give it a 9 because it has structure, it has great beats, it has songs with subject. It's personal. He finally got into the whole D12 situation a little bit. Then you have your Talk Your Shit songs, which not only was he talking his shit, but he was talking them over new production, like new producers. You know what I'm saying? And he killed that shit.
he murdered every track.
I could
bro.
do without. I mean, it's a good song, but I don't have to listen to it at all ever again. It's like the Normal Girl song or Normal. It's a good song, you know, but that's a weak point to me. It's about 2 songs that I could live without, but if I'm riding in the car I'll let it play through. They good enough for that. So
my rate is definitely a 9.5. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm
But
just
nah,
wondering, you know, where you get 9.5 from?
The 9.5 for me, and that's even including my fandom of Eminem.
That's
Like,
definitely including your fandom.
but no, I mean every single last track he murdered. And then not only did he use the flows that he made fun of and perfecting it, it seems as if he
did it better than them.
right. You know what I mean? Like everything from what he was
Like
saying.
when he did the mumble rap, it was like
It was spot on.
Oh,
when
my
he was
goodness.
like, "I hate that choppy flow that everybody used," it was, and he was using it. It was dope. Like
The whole
every
album.
single last track was dope. I Can Do Without Nice Guy. That's the one where the girl come in yelling.
Yeah.
I can do without Nice Guy.
Yeah, that's my shit.
And then let's not forget the 2 skits. Like the skits are hilarious. Like when the M calls Paul skit.
Yeah.
And
That's
hilarious.
What I mean. Yeah, they even
It's-
had skits on this shit that was
you know what I
good,
mean?
solid, funny
Like
skits.
it's
Like,
the album as a whole was a great, dope hip hop album.
it was.
It was excellent. It was excellent. And then Stepping Stones, like you said, that's the one where he finally talks about the D12 thing and gets personal. That's my favorite song. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting to hear how that, you know what I'm saying, has always
Situation transpired.
right, you know what I mean? So to hear him rap about it and to even talk about Proof, which he does not do, you know what I mean? That's important as a fan of Eminem. So the entire album was just dope.
Was there any Dr. Dre beats on it? I haven't checked.
No, Dr. Dre executive produced, but he did not make any beats.
Oh, okay. He paid for it. Called him a check. Like, yeah, I know my guy finna snap on these boys.
Yeah.
So then, okay. After this comes out,
6 years.
we get this MGK disc. Now listen, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it was a cool one-time listen.
Facts.
Like when you hear it and it still has that shock value to it, it's better. But after you hear it like not even two, I ain't gonna say 2. After you hear it about 4 or 5 times, you tend to realize that
It sounds like a 10-year-old.
it sounds like something that should have been in 8 Mile.
It was
Like you were talking about him wearing sweatsuits and having
he
a,
made fun. His
a beard.
bro, this
and,
dude has a bar that said his beard is weird. That's not like whoa.
Your beard
And,
is weird.
and I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. Like when I first listened to it, I was like, shit. Like damn, that's MGK got at Eminem.
It had the shock value.
He got at Eminem. But when it comes down to it, Eminem's verse against MGK is just as good as the song MGK made against Eminem. It's just as dope. The verse is just as good as the song. So as M was to drop 2 more verses on MGK, or even if he was to write a whole song just about that boy, he'd murder him. Period.
That's fine.
Oh,
That's cool.
y'all don't see the stare down, right?
I heard that right
Period.
now. He giving me a straight stare down
Period.
because he's saying if M was to make 2 more verses to MGK, my point is this, period, point blank. It was definitely a great effort by MGK. It was a great song, great diss. I even included it on my YouTube channel. Check that out. It's B1 aka Uno. But I really want you to know that MGK murdered him in every aspect of the way. And I ain't saying that the diss is truly epic, but for him to come back at him and be able to come back at him with lyrical vernacular.
Bro, he made fun of the titles of his songs. That's not lyrical
You say
vernacular.
what? He what?
That's all he did was just mention he used Eminem's titles as bars, and he made fun of.
That's fine.
That's not
that's fine.
lyrical.
He
What are you
still
talking about?
he still put the words together pretty well. He still made it lyrical.
So pretty well makes it murder.
He put a lyrical arson behind him. He had lyrically he came. If you would have put him on the same stage with Eminem, Eminem would have had the motherfucking crowd looking at him, waiting on him to spit some balls. Like, ooh, nigga, what's up? If this would have been 8 Mile, he would have been back. What was his name on that motherfucker? He would have been Rabbit for real with spaghetti on his shirt at that point.
But you're proving my point. All of those moments are just one moment. In a rap battle, you say it one time, and it has the shock value.
Right.
The shock value don't.
I'm not taking away from you saying that his rap devil is not a fucking hit 'em up. Don't get me. You know what I'm saying? That's something that has shock value every time you come across it. This is just it's fun. I feel like it's fun. It's hip hop. It's good. It's good for him.
Listen, this man say, "Hey, somebody grab him some clippers." His beard is weird.
Which it is. It
His
has
fucking
spots
no, he
in
says
it
his
and shit.
fucking beard is weird.
It's brown
Come
with
talk from a
spots.
rapper paying millions for security a year. I think my dad's gone crazy. Yeah, Haley, you're right. Dad's always mad, cooped up in the studio, yelling at the mic. Like,
Let me read.
Just not.
I could have made that.
Yelling at the mic.
you can use that same. You change the
The
name
summer
and you can
boy,
use that
huh?
against DMX.
About 46 years old, dog. Talking about I'ma call up Trick. Man, you sound like a bitch. That was hard.
That was not hard.
Boy, what are you talking about?
That was hard.
Mad to handle your shit. Mad about something I said in 2012. Took you 6 years and a surprise album just to come with a diss.
All right, thank you for
Okay,
telling us
now
something
listen.
we know.
Now
Like,
listen.
What?
This is how Eminem started off his verse. He didn't start off making
what?
fun of his beard. Not alike. The verse he made against MGK that started this. It's on his album.
Oh, you said okay. Go ahead.
So you say you affiliated with murderers and killers. The people you run with are thugging, but you a wannabe gunner. He said, look like you want to do something. Act like you catching these bodies. You got the juice and look young and you bugging. What are you talking about? Like,
This nigga ain't
He
said nothing.
murdering.
This dude
Right.
ain't said nothing but juice younger than you bugging.
but you
What
jumping
did
at
you
beard
diss?
is weird. Like,
I ain't jumping at beard is weird. I'm jumping at trick, bitch.
but that's better than this.
That's
It's equal, is what I'm saying. Like
look. I'm not gonna. I don't agree. Okay. But it was a great effort by MGK. I do think Eminem can come back and will come back with something that will blaze his ass. And don't get me wrong, M is the
It
GOAT.
boils down to thanks for trying.
Yeah, it boils down to thanks to trying. It was a great effort. It was a great.
Listen, he need to thank Eminem because
Eminem gonna come back.
he
like,
was one more white rapper away from being out of the white rapper cool clique. You got Logic, you had Mac,
The white rapper Cool
yeah,
Clique.
Mac, Logic, G-Eazy, and MGK. Only can be 4. Okay,
Oh my goodness.
So he about to give his spot to
So
Gary Owen.
what's
Man,
the
somebody-
name
Post
again?
Malone ain't got a spot.
no. Post Malone.
Post
does not
Malone
have a
crashing
spot.
cars, was getting robbed. He
No.
Hey,
Y'all is
been a great
silly.
show.
Straight up.
50 minutes.
Y'all so silly.
So we here again at the end of another great episode of Subject to Opinion. So as we always do, we gonna turn up to some music, of course. And I don't know if I always say this. We don't own the rights to this music, but we just gonna turn up to it. So what happened? Oh, okay. Well, we don't have to say this then because apparently Youngin is like somebody's manager. Like, I don't know
what's going on. But don't forget to like, follow, share. We are Subject to Opinion on YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. On Instagram, we're S2O Podcast. Email us at S2OPodshow@gmail.com. Again, do not forget to like, share, follow, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes, sir. So today we gonna turn up to that boy B1, his new single called Party.
Oh no!
You know what? We gonna do that again. We gonna try something different today. We gonna let the artist introduce his song.
I appreciate that. Well, as y'all already know, because I done plugged myself a few times, it's your boy One. We in the building. We gonna start my new single, Party. Let's get it cracking. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Subject to Opinion.
Gotta spend the night. We about to have a party. We about to have a party.
Let's go. Hey, 64 bars, shining like stars. Doing my thing and I'm headed to Mars. Out of my noodle and smoking that Pluto by gripping that Ruger and throwing it up. Niggas be talking like they getting moolah. Straight off the line and that fresh from the jeweler. Niggas be talking like they getting moolah. Straight off the line and that fresh from the jeweler. You lying, that's too much talking, no buying. Dirty just waiting in line for nickels and dimes. Niggas be breaking their spine. Whether you out of your mind, I'ma get mine. More than a million times plus incentives for wasting my time. This shit a crime, I'ma keep breaking them down. Pushing his way through the town. I used to be down, then I came up on a pound. Bitch, look at me now. Dollar for dollar, stay popping my collar. I'm hitting the road in a brand new Impala. Me and my gualas, I'm rolling like lava. I am a man, but I didn't have a father. I pity that nigga, he didn't even bother. I pity that nigga, he didn't even bother. This that anthrax with that black tape. Once fell out, but I'm back straight. Doubled up on that halfway. No Kim K, but I bag gate. Like, let me turn this into that. Watch it come back, then I can stun with my cat. So I can go hit me a lick. Stack a few chips and play the whole hood with
on my left, and they standing on my right. When you're coming through that door, then you gotta spend the night. We about to have a party. We about to have a party. Pretty bras on my left, and they standing on my right. When you're coming through that door, then you gotta spend the night. We about to have a party.
About to have a party.
We about to have a party.
I'm a boss like Rick and Ross. Check my neck and wrist, I flouse. Hot wing dripping sauce. Bad chick to lick it off. Never take a